All right, we're live. Hello, niggas. We back.
What it do?
Ain't shit, regular degular shit.
Hmm. You know this.
Mm, bitch, I ain't changed my calendar yet. I'm slipping. You feeling me?
You must come into the present.
Mm-hmm.
No
Leave the
wonder you've been
past
carrying on
behind.
so much lately. You was
Huh?
in the wrong month.
Yeah. Still been in the month of May. But
It's gonna be May,
bitch, please, please. It's gonna be May. Um,
July.
mm,
July.
hmm. Let me turn this down. Okay, y'all. So today we are discussing numerous of topics, but really this week, nigga, we doing our perspective on events and things. But before we do that, how has your week been? Shit, since we all smoking.
It's been a week. Today has been a day.
Mm,
How many tears did you shed today, girl?
I lost count.
Are you empty?
I am.
mm, man, listen, it's been a fucking day for me too. It's been a time.
I believe it's
Well,
been a
there was
day since
one
the last day that you
positive.
marked off for your calendar.
You right. It's time for me to get back to that. But
There
no,
was
because the
one positive. Sherrod graduated.
mm,
My baby is officially a high schooler.
Congratulations.
And then we left the building. His aunt was going to drop us off at home, but she ended up only dropping me off.
carefree
That
summer, I guess.
summer,
Yeah.
yes, he's gone for the summer.
Well, that's what's up, though. I'm very proud that he got
He
out of
got
there.
plans. You ain't even know about him.
Real
No,
shit.
they were made on the spot.
Oh.
Damn. Imagine that. Thank you so much for getting me through middle school, mama. But I gotta go. They dropped you off. You need to get
Look,
out.
see these two fingers? You see these two fingers? This Roddy finishing out the school year.
hmm
Okay.
Baby, good is gone. Shit. I'm
Peace.
out of here.
Where do his aunt live?
West Fayette.
North Carolina?
No, the street,
West
West Fayette
Fayette
Street.
Street.
Oh, well, at least he down the road.
Yeah.
Girl, I thought my baby was going to another state.
Mm.
You'll see him in a week and he'll be grabbing some stuff and going back.
That's lovely. It is.
Mm.
It's so lovely. But now I think I need to get a second job for the summer.
Mm. I need to get in mind. Oh, well, I mean, hey, everything's
Is
going
there
good.
like, can I just get a job like swimming?
You can go become a lifeguard.
No, I
Mm,
don't want I don't want to have to worry about anybody else. I just want to get paid to swim.
no,
No.
that's not how that goes.
I don't like it.
Unfortunately. Yeah. Um. Yeah. That's that. I don't know. Did y'all send this link out?
Mm, to who?
I don't know. At
I
this
mean,
point, we
I didn't
said
mean
that.
to who. I
We
didn't
said
mean that.
who? Who are we
Send
sending
it
this
to me
to?
so I can send it out.
I gotta go to.
I just want y'all to
Okay.
know I'm really excited to talk about the news.
Yeah, the news is newsing.
Mm. I can't wait, can't wait.
Um. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what we should touch on first. I do have an interesting story about a runaway zebra.
Well,
And
start
and
there.
And also we do have a viewer's confession.
Oh,
So we'll talk about that and then we'll get our insight. Actually, I got a couple of them, but we're gonna get our insight on them. Uh,
Did anybody send me the link?
I'm about to send it to you. Mhm.
It
your
was hot today
glasses look
too.
like sunglasses
Hmm.
because it's dark in there, and then the light from your screen, your glasses look like
Mm.
sunglasses. That's why I said you look like you was about to do a rap video.
Oh no, I'll take them off for the show. It's alright.
There's the blue screen.
Yeah, I got blue, the
Mhm.
little blue thing on there.
That's why I
So
said because it's dark, and then the screen, the reflection of the screen.
yeah, I be needing my shit. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Ain't no secrets in the shade.
Ain't
Huh?
no ain't no secrets in the shade is the name of the show, and it ain't no secrets in the shade either. None at all.
Not a none.
But okay, so I guess we'll start this up. I sent it out to a few people, um, and we'll go there. We'll start from there. All right. So let me get back to it. Shit. All right, y'all, that's my fault.
Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing. Rod is out on a triple date.
On a triple date, he got a little girlfriend.
No. Well, he might after
Explain.
tonight. Who knows?
Mm.
But my niece and nephew are out with their boyfriend and girlfriend, and then they had another little friend that tagged along. So,
Mm.
So that's his little date.
yeah,
Aww.
I can't
Mm.
take it. Like, how do you graduate from middle school and go on a date? I don't like it.
He's just screwing right up.
Mm-mm.
Mm. That's what's up, though. I mean, he ain't doing, you know. Yeah. So
Sorry.
yeah. So I guess we'll start off. I don't know. People have to. They can watch the rerun of it. Don't matter.
They can.
So the first topic on hand is zebras ain't got no business in these streets. All right. So boom. It's a regular afternoon in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Excuse me. Peaceful country, crickets chirping. Then out of nowhere, bam, a full-grown zebra come haul assing down the block like it just broke out of Joe Exotic. Y'all remember the Tiger King?
Mm.
Yeah, the residents thought that they was
Oh, yeah, I remember
hallucinating.
me.
Huh?
I was speaking to Dizzy.
Hey, hey. The residents thought they was hallucinating, right? Hey, Dizzy baby. One lady said, I thought I was tripping off my anxiety meds. Then I realized, no, that's a damn zebra booking it past my mailbox.
Oh, my.
So, how it happened? Turns out the zebra named Ed had escaped from a privately owned animal preserve. Apparently, Ed wasn't feeling the farm life. He said, fuck the fences, kicked the gate, and took off like it was the Kentucky Derby. There
Wow.
was a chase. The police, animal control, and a couple of dudes in flip flops started chasing through the backyards, church lots, and suburban parks. The zebra was on
The
the
flip
Fast and the Furious.
flops.
Yeah, in the flip flops. Um, they say he was Tokyo drifting through people's barbecues and over kiddie pools and shit. One man recorded on TikTok saying, "Bro, this zebra just ran through my yard like he owed child support." Um,
Was he of African descent?
must have been. You know that's where zebras really be coming from.
I'm
Uh,
talking about the man, talking
oh,
about child support.
probably or racist. One of the two. It was Tennessee. Um, But they did get him back, and eventually they cornered Ed near a Sonic drive-in because of course they did. And they coached him with apple slices and a blanket like he was the spoiled child at a daycare. Animal control said that he was unharmed but very stressed. Well, what the fuck? The zebra had been running from four white people with ropes for 4 hours. I'll be stressed out too. uh, the aftermath is they took Ed back to the farm, but he's a celebrity now. He got fan pages, merch, and even a Facebook group called Free Ed the Zebra. Uh, I mean, so in conclusion, I mean, hey, if Ed the Zebra can break free, y'all can leave that toxic situation too. Okay, don't let that fence fool you. You can jump that bitch.
Or kick it open.
That part too. But yeah, so that was Ed and his bullshit. How do y'all feel about Zebra? I mean, I said about Zebra, about Ed the Zebra.
Mm,
He got
I
the
love
fuck.
that for Ed. I
I
love it for him.
I do too. Ed did his big one. Ed really did his fucking big
He
one. I
did
ain't
what
even
he
gonna.
needed to do. He probably was talking to the other animals out there like, "Yo, today is the day. I'm gonna break
Today,
free."
He
They probably was like,
probably
"Ed, you ain't gonna get out today. Like you tried that 3 weeks ago. It didn't work, bro. Like today is the day. I'm getting out of here." And he got the fuck out
he got the fuck, yo. Like niggas chased that nigga through.
Ed Ed had been working out. They thought he was just being silly. No, he was working out because he was
Okay, he
preparing
was
for today.
practicing his jumps. When you was wondering what that sound was at nighttime, he was practicing his hops.
Yeah,
And loosening up the gate.
listen, he got the fuck, yo. Like I'm Ed, yo. I'm Ed the Zebra. If I inspire to be anything,
He
I
definitely did, Dizzy.
I knew a girl who who thought she was a motherfucking horse, but yeah.
Good night.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This was fun
It was.
talking about he. Never mind.
Mm.
I
Yeah, so yeah, that was my story about Ed the Zebra. I wanted to start off light because we're definitely gonna get into this Diddy trial. The things that has been going on with that. I don't know if y'all been tuning in. It's a shit show. I
I
want
have
to
not.
start there. And I have been so indulged. And I want to shout out to Armand Wiggins. This nigga is the funniest nigga ever. And that nigga moved to New York just to go into the courthouse every day to study this whole trial. And I want to say that I have been in tune. You hear me? And the shit that is coming out the mouths of these people, I mean, mm, mm. We can get into it though. We can get into it. We can get into it. I mean,
Well, I will say this: I have not watched a bit, so
you
I will
haven't?
take your word for it.
Well, let me get you together. I will do just that. All right, y'all. So, the first part of this Diddy trial is we're going to talk about the charges, the courtroom behavior, and the potential outcomes. Okay, so let's start off with his charges. So he has a racketeering conspiracy allegedly leading a criminal enterprise from 2008 until 2024 that engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Two counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion, accused of coercing women into sexual acts through manipulation and abuse. Two counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, alleging arranging for women and sex workers to travel across state lines for prostitution purposes. If convicted of all counts, Combs could face a life sentence. Um, what do y'all think about those charges? That's crazy. I just thought he was in there for being a fucking freak. Cause like,
See, I did too. I haven't been
yeah, like you
watching.
just a nasty nigga. That's all I thought. I was just like, they like, yo, you got to be a superb nasty nigga to go to court for being a freak. Yeah, it's a special type of nigga right there. But Yeah, they trying to get this nigga on a Rico. And also side note, first nigga, well, first one I've heard of. It could be plenty more people, but first nigga I know to be by itself in a Rico. Normally it's a gang of people, nigga. You got one nigga just on this whole Rico, nigga. You's a wild nigga. Um, and also Diddy has had some courtroom behavior. Combs was reprimanded by Judge and Submarinian, I don't know, for nodding and mouthing words to the jurors, excuse me, during testimony. He was warned that he'll be removed from the courtroom if he continued. The courtroom sketches became a minor viral moment when Diddy reportedly complained they made him look like a koala bear. No, nigga.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Say that again.
Courtroom sketches became a minor viral moment when Diddy reportedly complained that they made him look like a koala bear.
What else should they
Right.
made him look? Should they make him look like?
I don't know. I don't know what he wanted. I mean,
Like did he want a dub?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, you look like how you look, sir. You look disgusting from what we've been. And let me tell y'all something. These testimonies is crazy too. I had the deets on the confessions and the testimonies, and
I do have one question. I did see one thing
hmm
where they said his mama was freezing his sperm
mm,
and then drizzling it on some mac and cheese.
mm. Yeah, Ma
I
told
don't
me
think.
about that.
I don't think it was true though. I think it
Mm.
was a lie.
Well, you know that they say that he make all his women wear white on their fingernails, and his mother always wear white fingernails. But he also has said in open spaces and places that his mother goes everywhere with him, including the strip clubs and
She
his
didn't go to
after
prison.
parties.
So,
Mm,
so basically, she probably made him what he is.
she's a freak,
She
ball nasty bitch. That's why I say sometimes you got to pull a tree from the root. You got to expose the roots. Mama need to go to. I agree. Take her ass too. Shit. Um, but the potential outcomes, conviction could possibly result in imprisonment due to the severity of the charges, or it could be an acquittal if the defense discredits witness testimonies or prove the acts were consensual. In a plea deal, possibly, but unlikely at this stage and everything that's going on. So we can now get into these testimonies. It's a testimony in here that I'm not gonna lie to y'all, so this is gonna be fair warning. None of this is funny, but there will be some shit I'm going to say. You may keep kidding. Okay. So I guess we're gonna start with the first girl. Of course, Cassie herself, Cassie Ventura. Cassie testified that she met Diddy at 19 to begin a relationship, and that she now describes as manipulative, controlling, and violent. She said Diddy forced her into freak offs with male sex workers while he watched and filmed. She said he told me to take a pill, then he picked the guy and told me what to do, like I was in a porno, but it was real life. In one 2016 instance, she claimed Diddy slammed her head into a car dashboard, dragged her in a hotel hallway, and punched her repeatedly. Surveillance footage allegedly exists of the incident. Now y'all remember that one when they was in the hotel when he dragged her ass around. Um, and I think I don't. I'm gotta get the testimony from the shit. I didn't get the testimony from the damn security guard, but allegedly, not allegedly, because they said it in court. He told the guy like, hey, I mean the security guy told Diddy like, look, y'all fucked up the place. Y'all gonna have to pay for this. And he tried to get a nigga some money. Okay, now he tried to bribe the nigga for 100. He tried to bribe him for $100,000. The guy took the money and then later said he didn't take it. But he had recorded the footage on his phone and was like sending it to his baby mamas and shit. Like he was sending it off to all his friends. Like, look, Diddy in here beating up Cassie.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Um. So The footage was supposed to be deleted, but it had got sent around so many different places and it never got deleted. So, yeah, that was that. Now here's
Do you
the
imagine though, like real quick, you see a lady in the hallway and she gets beat the heck up.
mm-hmm,
I mean, real bad, and you're security.
mm-hmm,
You taking that money?
I ain't gonna lie. I'd have took the money and still called the police. Look,
I was getting ready to say I probably did what
I'm
he
definitely
did.
I'm definitely taking the bread, but you're definitely going to jail too, my boy. So
You're not taking the money and showing it to your friends.
no, like yo, I just made $100,000 and got Diddy locked up. Y'all got me fucked up. I mean bribery. No, he just gave me $100,000. I don't know what he's talking about. He just gave me 100,000. He
First of
still,
all, sir, I'm gonna need you to come up off some more than the 100K.
mm, yeah, that's true.
Especially if I got videos.
Mm, true. And I've already passed him around because he didn't hit delete at all.
He
Um,
never hit delete. He
yeah,
had no
no,
intentions on hitting delete.
he didn't. Um, and actually, I do have his. So it said his name is. We can say the names. We're not in the courtrooms. And then I also want to talk about Capricorn Clark. She was another good witness. But Eddie Garcia was the hotel security, and Eddie Garcia was a security supervisor at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. He testified that Combs paid him $100,000 to obtain and suppress the surveillance footage showing Combs assaulting Cassie Ventura in 2016. Garcia initially refused, but eventually agreed after his supervisor consented to sell the footage for $50,000. Combs
Mm-mm.
paid double the amount and required Garcia to sign a non disclosure agreement with a $1 million penalty clause. Garcia used part of the money to purchase a used car, but later disclosed the events to the authorities. So they made him sign what is it? Nigga
NDA.
don't
NDA.
answer. Yeah, NDA. That nigga don't answer. Nigga don't
What?
answer. Yeah, that NDA. So
Say nothing.
nigga, he said to sell it for 50,000. He sold it for 100,000. He made out. Him and his man. And
Man,
then
you know what though? They wasn't about shit. They lowballed the hell out of themselves. Like
they
Diddy, I
did.
That's
seen
what
that.
I'm saying.
We talking
You
about
right.
$1 million. If I talk $1 million clause, man, fuck that. You gonna have to give me 2 million just in case I decide to talk, so I can give you a
And
milk tax.
then and then he was even more not nice words. Because you sending it to your homies for free, my dude. Like you should have took that to some news stations and got paid from them.
TMZ would have paid a bag for that
A
shit.
bag. More than probably what Diddy ass gave him.
Shit,
They
man.
probably would have paid about 3 bags for that.
Oh God, bro, that's crazy work. Um, and then there was a Sylvia Oken. I don't know how to say her last name. Her name is Sylvia, and she was a custodian at the same hotel. Who corroborated Garcia's testimony by confirming the existence of the surveillance footage and the subsequent events to suppress it. She described the atmosphere following the incident as tense and secretive, and the staff was instructed not to discuss the event. Um,
Mm.
and then also we have a Frank Pizzazz. He's a forensic video expert. He examined the footage in question, and he testified about the authenticity. Fuck, I can't say that word. Of the video, confirming that it had not been tampered with and accurately depicted the events as described by previous witnesses. So he's saying for sure, did he beat that ass? Did he fucked her up? Now, before we get into Kid Cudi, I must get into Brianna. I guess her name is. They call her Banna. Uh, but her name is Brianna. Brianna, yeah, Brianna. Um, Brianna testified.
Is she the fashion designer?
Yeah, believe so. And she testified during a
Oh,
2016 trip. Diddy accused her of betrayal, and he lifted her by her titties.
oh.
Funny, isn't it?
Diddy lifted her by her titties and and screamed, "You know what the fuck you did?" Before dangling her over a 17-foot balcony.
But okay, so you tell me.
I said I
Oh,
couldn't laugh, but bitch, by your titties.
oh,
Hold on, wait a minute.
oh,
Let's think about this.
I'm just. You know what you did.
How? Like how?
Bitch,
Like,
you getting dangled by your titties, bitch. You betrayed me, bitch.
if you gotta hold these cities, I'm down. Like you can't hold all this city. You gonna let me go?
I want to know what bra she was wearing.
Bitch, how did we get there?
I
Okay.
want to know what bra she was wearing. She needs an endorsement.
She does.
No,
Savage
them
Fenty,
titties need
holla
an
at her.
endorsement. The titties need an endorsement at this
The
point.
Why
titties.
would
If them titties is fake, who is the surgeon, bitch? By the titties, Dizzy. The titties. Uh,
That's a bad man.
yo,
Imagine if you had man, and they saying all this shit about this motherfucking baby oil. He hadn't got oiled up then. She just slid right off the motherfucking balcony.
you hear me? Man, them titties must have, man, they must have been dry as fuck. They was some eczema titties. Ain't no fucking way you you had that kind of grip on them titties like that. Bitch, what? Damn, that's
Like yo, he might like he said he was the devil. He told it was he was the devil. That's the only type of person that can pick you up by your titties
yo.
in your betrayal.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. Uh,
Like, can you imagine? Like, could you imagine being you in a relationship with a nigga and he get mad at you, and you come in the house and he pick you up by your titties?
yo, bitch, imagine that. Imagine that getting grabbed by the titties, bitch, and he was yelling at you. Okay, this nigga would. You know what the fuck you did? You know what the fuck you
I ain't gonna tell you nothing though, cause she should have mollywopped him on the side of his head.
did, bitch. She's
Bro, he got my
crazy.
titties and they sensitive too. Like, you know how it be when you get close to your cycle, baby. You grab me wrong by them things, you done lost your life.
Mm. It-
Surprise! Now you over the balcony. I done Michael
yeah,
Jackson you.
that
not
is
like
Did
crazy.
to you what they thought he was gonna do the blanket.
he was
Yeah.
reenacting the Five Heartbeat. My office hours.
My office hours is between
Your
9
titties
and
have betrayed me from 9 to 5.
yes. And yeah, so he screamed at her. You know what the fuck you did before dangling her over a 17th floor balcony. He had his hands wrapped around her titties like she was a rag doll, she said. Then he allegedly threw her onto some patio furniture, causing bruising and dislocating her shoulder. She also recalled him throwing a knife at Cassie and saying, "I'm the devil. I kill all of y'all."
And
Bitch,
what is
you
her
came
name?
you came in there with the knife like, bitch. I kill both you bitches. How you
What
this
is
girl?
what is her name?
Her name is Brianna, so it's Bryana, and then her last name is Bongolan. And yeah, about the titties. Um,
Like a rag doll.
yeah. And she said that uh let me see. And then she also said that she testified that Sean Combs arrived unexpectedly. He was banging on the door. Then to protect her then girlfriend, so I'm giving very much so she's a lesbian. Happy Pride Month, you guys. Um, she hid her in the bathroom, attempting to act casual. She had stepped onto the balcony. And that's when he approached her from behind and lifted her by her titties, and placed her on the
He's
balcony.
lying. What titties did he hold you by?
Oh wow.
I knew she didn't have that much though. I knew it. That's the only way he could hold her by them titties.
Bitch, he must have been gripping them tits.
He was with his
He had a grip on the tits. That's crazy.
pinches.
Um, and she said that she placed him on the railing by her breast, and she was shouting, "You know what the fuck you did?" And she feared for her life during a 10 to 15 seconds she held over the edge. Combe then pulled her back over, threw her on the patio furniture, resulting in injuries. And jury showed pictures of her bruises and a neck brace she wore following the incident. He had a hawk grip on the motherfuckers. Hell yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
And then, hey, wait a minute. She had a little more to say. I don't want to say her name wrong, so I'm gonna just call her Banner, like everybody else do. Banner testified after the prevalent drug use with Combs circle. She admitted to using substances like marijuana, cocaine, ketamine, ecstasy, GHB, and a mixture known as a cocoa puff,
Mm.
a blunt laced with cocaine. Yeah.
No.
They would sprinkle coke on it, and we called them cocoa puffs.
Hey,
Um,
Marsha.
hey, hey. Uh, she stated
Marsha.
she stated that Combs provided her with drugs on multiple occasions, and that she and Ventura often used drugs together. Despite attempts to quit, the environment made sobriety challenging. There were also threats and intimidation. During a photo shoot in Malibu around 2015, Banner alleged that Combs approached her aggressively, saying, "I'm the devil and I could kill you." She described the feeling terrified, but noted that the use of cocaine at the time gave her a false sense of confidence. And allowing her to brush off the threat.
What? No.
That bitch was high as shit on that cocaine. That bitch, I don't believe you, nigga. You ain't finna do me nothing in this bitch. You fuck wrong
But
with
wait a
you.
minute. I see why Diddy was mad at the court artist.
What do you do?
Who the fuck is that?
Who do you like, Eric Mays? That
Who
nigga look.
is that?
I don't fucking
Wait.
know.
Sheba.
Oh
Yo.
Lord, why they play with this man like this?
Oh, they fucked it. Oh shit. It kind of look like him a little bit. That was the
That look
titty
like him
grabbing.
in 20 years.
That's him in the titty grabbing. That had to been him in that moment. He looks fairly strong in the face.
Wait a minute, look.
He looks.
This one he look like he's saying, "Bitch, this really how you drew me?"
Bitch, he
Looking
has
at him.
grade.
Looking at him like, bitch, I know what you drawing.
Bitch, he has grade the fuck up. Bitch, he is graded in a bitch. But
They
very
gotta
much
get him
so.
some
She,
hairstyle down there.
bitch, how do you get confidence off of cocaine? A bitch walking up behind you. I'm the devil and I kill you, bitch. Talking about, I brushed it off. I was high as shit. What?
That's that coke.
Bitch, that
Wanting
coke
cocaine
in.
confidence.
That coke is no joke.
That bitch put coke in confidence. You hear me? The CO.
Put the
Hmm.
co in confidence.
The co in confidence. The traumatic experiences left Banner with lasting uh psychological effects, including night terrors, paranoia, and anxiety. She testified about waking up screaming in her sleep and being hypervigilant, often checking rooms before entering. She had a tattoo marking January 7th, 2018, the day she decided to pursue sobriety. Now, from what's his name? Armand Wiggins. He said that what she really said in the courtroom was she would walk into her own house, kick her own door in, and would be like, ah, every night. She would walk in her
Uh,
old house and
Doing
she
what
was
again?
ah!
why would
she
you make her say it again?
she would
I
walk.
was I was just trying to figure out. Like,
What's up? What's up? What's up? Yo, he would walk. She would have to walk into all of
Hey,
her walk
Shasta.
into her house every time, just like that, just screaming because she was
oh my
afraid somebody
god.
was in her house. That's crazy shit.
So what? No, I wasn't asking you to do the scream again. I was really asking you
Hmm.
what was the scream fitting to do?
It was her way
Hmm.
of making sure nobody was in the house.
She's a dummy bitch.
She's a tweaker. We got that. We got that for sure.
She needed some more confidence.
Hmm.
I just want to feel. I
Um,
still want to know how he held her up by her titties.
I don't know. Maybe she
I
thought it
got a
was her
little
titties.
eight.
She was high as shit. We gotta put into account that Banner did a lot of drugs. Ketamine, bitch. That it's not enough titties to be hung. For y'all who just checking in and just listening, we are talking
So
about
basically,
when
he just held her up. You know how you hold a baby up from the back like this? Hold
bitch
on.
ate bitch.
He held her up like this.
For those who are just checking in, we're talking about the witness testimony of Brianna Banner. She was hung over a balcony by her titties.
Y'all see how I got the bare titty in my hand?
Did he
Well,
have?
if he
Did
held her
he?
from the back, I could see. But he,
That bitch said
Well,
she
that's
she
what she
got.
said. He came up behind her, right? So he had to get her like this.
Yeah, she said she was dangling for 10 to 15 minutes by her titties. That's what she said.
Yeah, she didn't know what was going on. She was
She
just
was
high.
high as shit.
You know, like for real, she could have been on a swing.
She don't know where the fuck
You
she was
never
at.
know.
Mm. But here's the thing, y'all. As three-way call podcast, let's make this clear. We are not doing any type of victim shaming. We are not on any side, the victims or on Diddy's side. We just telling y'all what we think. This is the part of a podcast. We just telling y'all what we think. And
we are just trying to understand how this woman stated that she was held up by her titties and
yeah, that was crazy. Also, let's include this.
what titties.
Um,
That is all I'm saying. I'm not
I'm trying
disputing.
to tell you, she got as much titties as the bear.
I'm not
Yeah.
disputing anything. I'm
what the
not
fucking
saying
bed?
that she's lying or any. I was just confused
You just
because
Mm,
like he gave her like a bear hug,
mm.
like he. Never mind. Just never mind. Don't worry
Just
about
never
it.
mind.
carry
Not
on,
really.
Melanie.
Okay, so also, um, after Cassie had filed her lawsuit, she had reached out to her, and she had Banner filed a $10 million lawsuit against Combs in November of 2024, seeking justice for the alleged assault. Uh, during cross during cross examination, the defense questioned inconsistencies in her statements and suggested the financial motivations behind her claims. Banner maintained that she did not report the incident to the police out of fear of retaliation from Combs himself. But she was a kiki, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you. Banner was something to be heard. Um,
Not that little dude lied on that one part.
that little dude, not that little dude.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, sir.
Baby. Um, yeah, let me tell you. And then we
Yeah,
have
ma'am.
uh Jane. We have a Jane Doe, you guys.
Mm.
Yeah. And I don't, I'm gonna say this too. I don't really trust the Jane Does. And it's also another bitch who I don't trust on here, and we'll get into her. Um, but witness Jane Doe, she claimed that she was recruited to attend Diddy's private parties and was given cocaine and Molly. She described marathon sex sessions where Dizzy, I'm sorry, Dizzy, where Diddy,
That's I need to know.
Yeah, sorry, girl.
Listen,
Don't
No,
don't want to
Monica,
put that
we
on your
would
life.
not.
Cause she was on. I just last person I talked to, and I'm talking about Diddy. Okay, so where Diddy chose multiple men to assault her while he recorded. I threw up. He gave me water and said, "We ain't done. The third guy is downstairs." She said
oh Lord.
condoms was rarely used, and she was asked to deliver pills across state lines for him. Okay, so also let me include with her as well, y'all. Diddy likes for the escorts to come in the women. He'll take the woman back to the room and then he scoops it out of her and plays with it. This was said in court. He likes to play with the aftermath. It's actually another confession with one of these women. I think it was Diddy. I mean, not Diddy, excuse me. It was Cassie. Cassie also said that when she used to do things for Diddy, he would tell the men to bust in her. And one time, a guy he said that he was a escort for her, and he could make anywhere from 600 to 6,000. And one like he would always have sex with her. So eventually, he didn't. He wanted to stop having sex with her because they wouldn't allow him to use condoms. He said he even went as far as to show his health records, but Cassie would never present hers. Um, and still to this day, he doesn't know.
Ew, Dizzy.
Yes, he would bust on her and then he would lick it off. That's absolutely true. Also, he would tell them, "You can't wear I don't want to see no condoms on that dick." Not talking about his. The men that is fucking his women, he don't want to see condoms on their dick. He wants to see raw dick.
Why are you watching my dick?
I
Why
don't
is
know.
he producing porno right before his eyes?
I don't know. But the one guy who stopped doing it with them, he said that one time he got tired of nutting up in Cassie. And he told him, like, look, I'm done with this. He's like, no, nigga, you gonna nut in her. He said one time he actually didn't do it. Him and Cassie went into the room and he came back out and said, "You sure you nutted in her?" I didn't see it because he likes to play with their cum. Okay, on to the next one.
Mm-mm.
Um, but yeah, she was the Jane Doe who they like even on the sketches and stuff. They didn't even give her a face. Um, but yeah, and you can't describe her or anything like that. Like if you were like reporting it. So anyway, um, yeah.
Was
See,
she the last girlfriend, allegedly?
allegedly she was the last girlfriend. Yeah, yeah. Um, and then um, I told y'all I really wanted to get into Capricorn Clark. And the reason why I want to touch on Capricorn is because Capricorn was there for the majority of it. Hold on, um she was there for the majority of it. I believe that she was there for like the whole Kid Cudi thing, and after her thing, I'm going to get y'all into what happened with Kid Cudi. Now I don't know about Kid Cudi. He might have lied, yo. I don't know, but I'm not victim shaming. But um, but for also, I'm always going to refer back to Armand Wiggins because he's been covering the shit out of it. And one thing that he said that I agree with Capricorn Clark is like she just wanted her fucking job. That's it. She wants her job. So it's like she's like, I'm not suing him. I don't like only thing Capricorn wanted from him was to just fucking give her a letter of recommendation so she can go work with other people. Cause he blackballed her.
Oh wow.
So Capricorn loved the shit out of Diddy. She loved the shit out of him. So, but we'll get into her shit. So Capricorn Clark began working for Sean Diddy Combs in 2004. On the first day, Combs took her for a walk in Central Park around 9 a.m. 9 p.m., accompanied by his security guard, Paul Harley Alford. During the walk, Combs discovered that Clark had previous work with Suge Knight, his longtime rival and former CEO of Death Row Records. Combs alleged told Clark, if anything happens, I would have to kill you, expressing his distrust due to her past association with Suge Knight. What he
Mhm.
told her was, "Bitch, I will put cement feet on you, bitch, and put you in the motherfucking bottom of Central Park, bitch." That's what he told her.
My word.
That's what he told
And
her.
that was on her first day of work.
First day of work, I wouldn't even. I'm done here because I'm cool with
Would be my last.
him. Yeah,
Ayo, Suge, you got any work for old girl?
you have to have something for her. Um, and in 2011, in December 2011, Combs discovered that his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, was dating rapper Kid Cudi. Early one morning, Combs arrived at Clark's apartment, banging on the door between 5:30 and 6 a.m. When she opened the door, she saw Combs was furious with a gun in his hand and his dress slacks, excuse me, ripped at the crotch. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he showed up with his crotch ripped open with a gun in his hand. Combe alleged said, "Why didn't you tell me?" Referring to Ventura's relationship with Cuddy. He then ordered Clark to get dressed, stating, "We're going to go kill this nigga."
Mm.
Uh, Clark testified that she was forced into a Cadillac Escalade with Combs. With his security staffer, they drove to Kid Cudi's Hollywood Hills home. Clark stayed in the SUV while Combs and his security staffer attempted to gain access to Cudi's home. She called Ventura on a burner phone to inform her of the situation. When Combs returned to the vehicle, he took Clark's phone and called the last number dialed, realized it was Ventura, and then ordered Clark to call Ventura again and tell her that he wouldn't release Clark until Ventura came. He kidnapped her. Hey, bitch, we're gonna kill this nigga together.
Mm.
That's why you should have left the first day.
Absolutely. Um, and it says after the incident at Cuddy's home, Clark and Ventura went to Combs' residence. Clark testified that upon arrival, Combs immediately began kicking her with full force, causing her to crouch into a fetal position. Ventura cried silently during the assault. Um,
Silent cries while you getting stumped out.
Here's the thing: they say he never used hands. I don't know who Diddy is. I don't, bitch. I start to worry about who Diddy is because how did you just kick a bitch? Like they say he didn't like because I'm getting y'all like a little bit of a
So then he
summary.
didn't use his hands to hold. Did he use his feet to hold that girl titties? Like real question, I really want to know,
All
y'all.
right. Thank you.
That wasn't me who said that, y'all. Bitch,
What
if
this
he,
one?
oh, y'all that bitch dropped.
She even get back here.
To the stage. uh, Bitch, if it was his feet, that's crazy. We not gonna be too long on Diddy. We gonna get to some other stories too and some confessions from the viewers, but we gotta wrap this up pretty quickly. But Capricorn Clark, uh, she
We was talking about her
stated
getting
that,
stomped out.
huh?
She was getting stomped out last.
Yeah, she was getting stomped out. And she stated that she did not intervene because Combs had threatened her, saying if she did, he would attack her next. She also noted that she also noted that none of Combs' security team intervened either. Clark then called Ventura's mom, Regina Ventura, saying he's beating the shit out of your daughter.
It's
I'm
not
not
funny
lying.
that she was getting beat. It
I'm
was
not
just the way
lying to
she
you.
said
This
it.
is what this fucking thing is telling me.
It was just the way she said it. I'm sorry. I was laughing at how
Capricorn
she said it.
called Cassie's mom and said, he's beating the shit out of your daughter. I'm in over my head. Please help her. I can't call the police, but you can.
Mm.
He's beating the shit out of her. Bitch, what?
I
My
mean, like,
word.
if that's my daughter, first of all, I'm gonna be mad at you. Like, I'm glad you called me, but bitch, jump in there and get beat up too.
You gonna have to.
Nobody is leaving here untouched.
Everybody must get fucked up. He
What?
got me
You
fucked up.
calling me and you calling me quietly talking about he's beating the shit out of my daughter. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you if you don't help her right now.
That's what I
That's
want to know, Jericho. Why they ain't jump him?
why the fuck didn't they jump him?
Man, they some scary ass bitches putting them in me and my motherfucking sister.
No, it couldn't have. Bitch said he's beating the shit out of her.
No, he's not. He'd have been calling somebody.
Oh,
They're beating
girl.
the shit out of me.
And-
Like
Right.
he went to sleep. Like
yeah,
why
listen.
didn't y'all beat him or something? Never
Nah, they
mind.
Mm,
snap. Scary.
snap the fuck out. Yeah, man. But Clark also testified that she was fired in August of 2012 after being accused of not properly putting in for vacation. She claimed that she claimed that Combs told her she would never work again and that he would show her that all of her friends weren't truly her friends and he would make her kill herself.
Mm. And then she returned in 2016
Yep.
as Cassie Ventura's creative director.
Yep. And explained that she was struggling to find other employment. She left again in 2018 and has not worked with Ventura since.
Mm.
Um,
I wouldn't
and
want her to work with me either.
bitch, I am done here. Um, and then
You get the shit beat out of me.
oh
Please
man,
go
say
away.
is shit no. Um, but Clark recounted an incident where she was subjected to multiple polygraph tests over missing jewelry. She was taken to an unfamiliar office in New York and told by a man administering the test that if she failed, he would throw her in the East River. What? The polygrapher man said that to you? Bitch.
Clearly was a
Who the
private
fuck is
polygrapher.
that?
He worked for Diddy personally.
Okay, listen.
Did he probably sent him to school to become one?
Absolutely. And after inconclusive results, she was told to return the next day for another test. This process continued for 5 days. Clark
No.
stated that she didn't report the incident to the police because she was under a non-disclosure agreement. That NDA, nigga, don't ask. Nigga, don't ask, don't answer. Um,
Mm-mm.
Clark described grueling working conditions, stating that she regularly worked from 7 a.m. to 4 a.m. for a salary of 55,000. She performed various tasks, including research, dry cleaning, food errands. Clark testified that the stress led to her developing alopecia, a condition called
And you know what? This is what we was talking about the other week.
we were.
Leave that motherfucking job.
You got to, bitch. When you start
Let
to
that
lose,
job go.
when you're losing follicles of hair,
Hair follicles.
you gotta
When
go,
your job got you going bald,
bitch.
the
You're done
first day
here.
was the answer. That's how you ended up bald, though.
I just want to know what
It's the
was so
lifestyle.
special that you chose to stay? Because I'm sorry.
It was the
Now,
It
don't
wasn't
get
the
me
lifestyle.
money.
wrong. Again, let me not, I'm not victim shaming. I'm genuinely curious as to what, like you left and came back.
Mm, yeah.
I don't really know. I don't have an answer because after the Suge Knight thing that first day, I was like, you know what? I'm cool. I don't even need this job.
Yeah, I would have said fuck that too.
Like, I'd have been on some calling my brother. Yo, can you believe this nigga did this shit?
And it's not like, y'all were sitting there talking and chatting and he just randomly, casually said it and you brushed it off. This man took you outside 9 o'clock at night and let you know.
Hmm.
That right there, uh-uh.
Yeah, but see, it's
Babe,
the
not because she
for,
was only getting 55K. She could have went somewhere. She could have got that much working at fucking McDonald's as a store
she
And she
could
could
manager
have went back
have.
alone.
to school. She could have went back to
Yeah.
school.
But I think that she had did a lawsuit too, and she like they settled out of court. I don't know for how much. I think it was like two hundred
Not,
fifty thousand, something like that.
not
But
enough.
she
She
had
can't live
went
off of
to
that.
she had went to HR and asked them like to document all of her overtime that she was doing, and it had came up to like a $500,000. And she took it to Diddy, and he ripped it up and told her get the fuck out of his face. Get on the plane, bitch. We going to Paris. We got shit to do
And that's why she was still at that job.
because of the lifestyle. You got like just imagine being around you. I mean, you're going to fucking Paris and shit. You going all kind of places, but you're hanging with the Rihannas.
Patty.
You know what I mean? Like you're hanging with the people. Like you're babe. Like what she said, she was like in fucking France or Paris or something with Rihanna. Like she was hanging out with the elites all the
It was for
time.
the accolades, and that's the problem. That's where people get all caught up. You want to do this and you want to do that. You want to be a part of that life. You want to be famous. You want the money. You want the flair, the glare, the glitter, and the gold. And then you find out it is shit. All of it is shit, and
All
you're
of it.
swimming
I
around in
agree,
it.
Jennifer.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. I know. God say don't do evil for evil, but I would, but with no
Somebody
money,
would have
sell out
got
of court.
something.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't sell out of court either. I'm telling you, you're gonna have to pay me fucking quadruple, bro, and even still, I'm still talking. Yeah, fuck that. Um, and then let me just sum up Capricorn really quickly. She also testified that while Combs usually procured drugs himself, he occasionally asked her to obtain them for him. She recounted an instance in 2006 when Combs asked her to get cocaine while they were in South France. He also requested that she obtain prescription medications on his behalf, assuring her that he would cover the cost. So Miss Capricorn just, I think that she just needed,
A hug
yeah,
from
yeah,
her mama.
yeah,
Mm, probably needed a hug, but she went back to work for Diddy.
yeah. And then we have one last testimony now, guys. I feel like Mia, I don't know. Mia could have been lying, y'all. Can't lie. Um,
No.
she said a hug ain't cutting it. um, but Mia's not her real name. She's there under an alias. Another one who cannot be shown, facial anything, can't take pictures of her. Just gotta, if you seen her, you seen her. That was it. That's how I go. Um, but Mia, okay, her background employment. Mia served as Sean Combs' personal assistant from 2009 to 2017. During her tenure, she described the work environment as toxic and chaotic, alleging that she endured physical and sexual abuse. Her responsibilities range from um, tasks to personal care, such as cracking Combs' knuckles. Bitch, what? I'm sorry, y'all. Um, Such as
I
cracking
can do
Combs
that.
Combs Knuckles also testified she witnessed Combs assault his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, including a severe 2013 beating that required Ventura to get stitches. So her allegations of abuse, Mia recounted multiple instances as alleged sexual assault and abuse spanning her 8 years of employment. She described being attacked in her own bedroom and forced to perform sexual acts, often feeling terrified and ashamed. One specific incident occurred at Combs' 40th birthday party in 2009, where after consuming vodka, she was groped and later found herself disoriented in another room. Beyond sexual abuse, Mia detailed non sexual abuse, such as being physically assaulted and being pretty much talked to back home. Like, he just like talking down the bitch. She testified about being thrown against walls, doused with ice buckets, having her arms slammed in the door. She also described forced sleep deprivation once working 5 days without any rest. Also, I believe with Mia's testimony, she said that one time. he had threw a bowl of spaghetti at her and then threw a bowl of turkey meat at her and threw a laptop at her face and told that bitch, go fix the Wi-Fi.
Mm.
Jesus Christ. Yo, this is crazy, yo. Like, I'm not victim shaming, none of that, but like, think about this. This is some rich nigga abuse. Bitch, you on a private jet with a how am I gonna fix the Wi-Fi on a jet? Diddy, what the fuck? You gonna throw the laptop at my head. Bitch, go fix the Wi-Fi. Mm, 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 mm.
That's what I'm saying, because I would throw it back to Jericho. Like,
I feel like at some point they might have thought some of this shit was fun. Like y'all running around getting chased on the yacht.
Yes. Was that Mia that said that? That he told
It
that
was.
bitch, go walk on water. Get the fuck off the yacht. Bitch, go walk on water. What? Excuse me. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna keep going, y'all. Again, y'all know victim shaming. This is not meant to be funny. If it sounds funny, it's because
we don't take shit seriously.
yeah. Here's the thing, bitch. Okay, we're gonna get into it. Uh, Mia explained that despite the abuse, she maintained contact with Combs even after her employment ended, citing that ongoing bond and emotional aftermath of the 2018 death of Combs' ex girlfriend, which was Kim Porter, RIP Kim Porter. In 2019 text, Mia describes a nightmare in which Combs rescued her from R. Kelly, reflecting her complicated relationship with him and her perception of him as both abuser and protector. She testified that she was brainwashed and emotionally confused due to the manipulative environment she experienced. Mia argued that affectionate messages and social media posts about Combs were part of the facade and did not reflect the trauma she experienced. She described her reality working with Combs as emotionally devastating and toxic, leaving her unable to work due to PTSD. Due to a cross during a cross examination, Combs' defense team challenged Mia's credibility by presenting numerous social media posts, written messages, and she made over the years that portrayed Combs in an affectionate and positive light. Mia counted these posts were a part of a facade and did not reflect the trauma that she experienced. She testified despite the public praise, her reality working with Combs was emotionally devastating and toxic. Mia also testified that she did not disclose the sexual assault during her 2017 settlement, where she received $400,000 out of the initial $10 million she requested, citing ignorance that such claims could influence negotiation. Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. And the reason why I say I don't know about Mia because also y'all they said that Mia was very quiet. She talked. I just don't know. It's really I don't know. And she had her head down the whole time. And the only time she would pop her head up when it was like something about Cassie, like something that probably was true. So I'm not saying victim shaming. She probably is telling the truth at some point. I don't know.
No, I think she had an emotional dependency,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and I'm sure she probably couldn't look up based off of whatever really truly happened to her behind closed doors in real life. Look at that
Mm.
man. You know what I'm saying? Like look at him in his eyes, all that he's the devil stuff.
Yeah.
She probably knew looking up at him he was going to
Yeah.
Mm.
try to scare the hell out of her.
Well, what about Albie Shore?
Mm.
What about him?
Yeah.
You didn't hear about him? So he says he blames Diddy for Kim's death
Mhm.
because she was a healthy woman and no 47-year-old woman could suddenly die from pneumonia.
Mhm. I remember that.
Um, he's been subpoenaed to testify at the federal sex trafficking trial, and he is willing to accept. He believes that Diddy is the cause of his liver failure.
Yep.
He fell into a coma because of the liver failure, but got a transplant.
Yeah.
He firmly believes that he had something to do with it.
Yeah, and he definitely he claimed that Porter had confided in him about the fears for her safety, alleging
Exactly.
warning him, "Don't get involved, you'll get killed."
But the sad
Um,
thing is his own son that he has with Kim, who is raised by Diddy,
hmm
is standing beside Diddy.
yeah, Quincy, 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 Quincy.
Mm.
Well, you guys, we'll try to keep you guys updated every week if we want. I'll try. I don't know. Can't do it every week. I don't know. Um, but yeah, you guys. So this trial is expected to conclude by 4th of July, with closing arguments anticipating in the coming weeks, and the jury will deliberate on the charges. So he got about a month left for this crazy shit. So
Circus.
yeah. Um, yeah. So now we can get into the other things. Uh, did y'all want to get into some more stories or some of these confessions?
Confession.
Okay. All
You
right.
know I'm nosy.
Hmm.
You know I'm nosy.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I just had them. Hold on. Okay. Mm-mm. The wrong page. Hold on, y'all.
And watch Belky hit me after we done talking about I missed the podcast. I'm so mad. Set an alarm, sir. Set an alarm.
And I know he upset. He missed it.
You
I
know
said I
he get
know he's
here.
going to.
He get here in about 20 minutes and be like he missed it and be so upset.
He missed a good one. Ain't lying.
And I know he would have had quite the commentary for this topic.
Oh, because this was
You better
disgusting.
catch the replay and put the comments in the comments.
Definitely. And yeah. Hold on. I think I got this other one. Hold on. Y'all think I don't think I lost it, but give me a second.
I know I was eating that water tasting.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So we have a listener confession story, and the title of it is "I slept with my ex's brother at the repast, and I think I want to do it again."
Mm,
Okay. So look, my ex died, and I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't over him, even though he had been shit since 2019. But that was still my first love, my baby daddy, my headache, my twin flame, and my tax write off. He got shot outside the club over some shit that he probably started. Sad as hell. So boom, we at the repast. Everybody got on black, looking sad but shady. I had on my black Fashion Nova jumpsuit that showed just enough ass to be respectful, but remembered. Now his brother, let's call him Dre, been eyeing me since the funeral. We used to flirt way back, but never acted on it. At the repast, Dre sitting next to me with his hand on my thigh, talking about, "You don't deserve to hurt like this alone." I said, "I'm fine." He said, "You ain't gotta be." Next thing I know, we was in a charger behind a church with my legs in the air like a dove was about to extend. I felt bad for like 45 seconds, and then he started crying and saying he always loved me and how his brother took me for granted. I told him to shut up and keep driving. We ended up at a Motel 6 off of Ricestown Road. The sheets were stiff, the lights flickered, but baby, that man made me feel something I ain't felt since 2017. The next morning, I woke up conflicted but satisfied. His phone was blowing up with family members asking where he disappeared to after the fish platters ran out. He
Oh,
looked at me and said, I don't care what they say. I've been waiting for this moment. And that's when I knew I might have just created my own messy love story.
Oh, girl.
Woo.
well, they need to come back and give us an update first of all, because I don't like how that ended.
Mm, okay.
But
Oh my God,
y'all
it's
could have
so
let them
girl.
people. Y'all could have let me get in the ground for a little while before y'all, like
I
behind the church.
mean, you went and got a fish platter when the fish platters ran out.
Mm, yeah. I mean, I
Mm.
don't know, y'all. I mean, the repast, girl. The chicken ain't even
Well, I
got cold
mean,
yet.
at least they went behind the church and not inside of.
They didn't even go
Right.
behind. They went to a whole Motel 6.
Yeah,
No,
they fucked in the car first.
they started behind the church in the charger with her
Yeah.
legs up in the air,
Mm,
and then they finished there and went to the hotel to finish it some more.
disgusting. But I guess. I mean, hey girl. No, we're requesting a part two. So that's that. Um I have another confession, you guys. I
Mm.
switched my baby daddy's DNA test results so my new man wouldn't leave me.
Mm.
Okay. So boom. I was dealing with two dudes. Let's call one Rico and the other one Dre again. Dre pops back up. Now Rico got the money, the car, the connects. Dre got the heart, the loyalty, and the good morning text. I'm pregnant, right? I ain't know which one was the daddy, but I knew I wanted it to be Dre. Dre been with me through everything. He took me to my appointments, rubbed my feet, brought me a breastfeeding pillow and all that. But the timeline was getting confusing. Rico had slid through during a weak moment when my rent was due and my edges was sweating from stress. That man came over with a 10 piece and a backwood and the math started mathing. So when the baby was born, she had Dre's nose but Rico's ears. I started panicking. Dre took one look and said, "You sure she mine?" I said, "Boy, don't start that insecurity shit." But he
Mm.
pressed me. So I took a DNA test through the website I found on Facebook. I ordered two kits, one real, one fake from the girl I met in a group chat who do graphic design. Long story short, I gave Dre the results that said 99.99999%. He cried, I cried. Rico called the baby ugly and blocked me.
Oh,
Problem
oh,
solved until my cousin shared a picture of my baby in a group message, and Rico's sister reached out to me like, "Why my niece look like my brother with a wig on?"
oh.
now, now I'm living a lie. Dre just asked me if I want to do another baby. I can't sleep. I wake up every night thinking the baby gonna call me. The baby gonna call me out in her sleep. I'm praying God forgive me, but low key I'll do it again. I just want peace and the rent paid.
So next
Wow.
time that rent need to get paid, you might get pregnant again.
If Rico calling the baby ugly and she looks just like him,
Yo, Rico said, "Bitch, that baby ugly anyway." Bitch, this
And
Rico
she looking just the fuck like him.
with a wig on.
see, that's why I wouldn't be able to do nothing like that. Because I'm not matured enough yet. I'm working on it. God is working on me. But I would have told on myself because when he would have said that baby ugly anyway, I
She
would have been
look just
like,
like you,
well,
dummy.
bitch, she look like you, so like I would have told on myself because that would have
Mm.
pissed me off. Like, why would you say my child is ugly when
Now I
she
said
looks
that
just
baby
like
was ugly, yo.
He was just mad. He ain't think the baby was ugly. He really thought it was his. He knew
Mm.
that fake DNA test fucked him up.
he did know because if his
Yeah.
sister said she looked like my brother with a wig on, I'm sure he know that she looked like him.
Man, you didn't just lie. You sent that man a graphic design paternity fraud. Like you might not go to jail, but you going straight to hell. That's what you going. You going straight to hell.
Going
That's
right
crazy
the fuck
work.
there, girl. March yourself.
We got one more confession, y'all, and then I don't know if y'all want to get into anything else because we carried on this one. Um, we got one more. Did y'all have any advice for her?
It's
Yeah,
not.
stop fucking
It's,
lying, bitch.
you gotta
Mm,
come
Stop
clean,
lying,
and
stop
then
cheating. Your man, you picked the wrong one because Dre can't fucking pay the rent.
but Rico
not only
can.
that, what you gonna do when y'all have another baby and that baby don't look nothing like the first baby?
Mm,
And then, did you ever stop and consider like the health history behind these people? Like,
No, of course not.
what is gonna happen if something happens to that baby? And it, like, that's, I don't know. I don't know, baby. If you watching this, come clean. Go on, get it clean.
yeah. Actually, we had two more, but it's another girl, and then I have one from a guy. Then I'm done with confession. Um, y'all want both of them, or y'all just want to do the guy?
To the
We
guy.
we did together.
Okay, so the guy, I got caught cheating, but it was her fault. She the one who introduced me to our cousin. Alright, so boom. I've been with this girl for about a year and some change. She got her own spot, drive a Nissan with a loud muffler, and she can make Alfredo three different ways. So I ain't had no complaints. I was laid up good, but she's one of those family over everything girls. Always got her cousins around like it's a sorority meeting in the living room. So one day, her cousin, we gonna call her Tasha, come over with a see-through romper, no bra, talking about y'all got juice. Mind you, she ain't even said hi to me. She walked in like she lived here. My girl ran to the store and left me with Tasha in the house alone. I'm sitting there watching Netflix, minding my business, and this girl sit on the arm of the couch next to me talking about, I like that beard oil you use. That was the first strike. Fast forward to like 2 weeks later, my girl out of town for a girls trip. Tasha hit me on the Instagram like you got cash app. I owe you for the Chinese food from the other night. I ain't even buy her Chinese food. I played along. She sent me 40. I said, good looking out. She said, you owe me a thank you. Next thing I know, I'm at her apartment acting like I needed a ride to work the next day. I ain't gonna lie, it was fire. She got that loud fan in her room that sound like a jet engine, so nobody heard nothing. We did it twice. I left at 6 a.m. and I blocked her for a week just to get my mind right. But it was too late. Tasha already took a picture of me sleeping on her pillow and sent it to my girl. No caption, just vibes. My girl called me talking about, so you slept with my cousin who I let into my house. And I ain't say nothing. I just hung up. Because honestly, she introduced me to the temptation. I ain't asked for that. I was just chilling. Now they don't speak to each other, and I ain't got no girlfriend. At least I got some peace.
You can't blame that on that motherfucking girl. You need to take accountability for yourself, nigga.
I
He,
mean, no, he's dead wrong because you're a grown ass man. But why would, I'm sorry, I guess because this hits home for me. I came to Baltimore to visit, and I probably was here for like a month or a couple weeks, something. But anyway, I go back to New York, and my cousin is in a relationship with my man.
mm. Oh, that hits home home. Jesus.
So I just feel like, first of all, bitch, why the fuck would you come over my house where my man is laid up at in a see through anything with no bra on?
Titties just swinging.
That's a no no. Okay. So you, granted, he is an adult and he should have controlled himself, told his girl, listen, your cousin doing the most. I don't like it. I prefer she not be around me, what have you. But
Mm.
that right there would have been it for me. Like I'm that person because of that situation with my own cousin. You ain't never got to worry about me messing with your man. But if I ever come to your house and your partner tells me, "Oh, she went to the store," oh, all right, well, I gotta make a phone call. Let me stand out here until she get back. Like
That part.
unless I met you both or I knew him, whatever the case is, it's got to be something serious for me to be comfortable with just chilling with your dude and I'm in a see through something. No, like what?
Yeah, that's some wild shit. Yeah,
Yeah, my cousin was on some bullshit from the gate.
she
Anyway,
was. I ain't gonna hold you, cause bitch, you tell me I like your beard oil. And girl, what? Why are you so
Exactly.
close? You talking about that was the first strike, nigga? You thirsty as fuck, nigga. Nigga, you
But
really
that's
said
what
it
I'm
was her
saying.
fault that you cheated because
You
she had cousins.
at that
Yeah,
point, he should have told his girl when she got back, listen, for one, she was inappropriately dressed. Two, she was all up in my personal space, and I don't want no shit.
but that's what bitches be getting though, because when you sit up and try to set your man up and see what he gonna do,
Right.
and then
Because
he do exactly
and I
because that
really was
sounds like a
thinking that
setup for
too.
real.
I was thinking that too, Ma. Because why would you show up to my house knowing my man is here in a see-through
And then ask
jumper
for
with
something
no
to drink, and I
clothes?
gotta go to the store and get it. Bitch, we're going together. Come on, come on.
First of
yeah,
all,
We're not
this
that's
is
staying
all.
here.
right there with water. It flows. I paid the bill this month. Go on, get you some.
Bitch, we ain't got nothing to drink. That's what we ain't got. So I don't know what to tell you, little bug. You should have came with something to drink. Cause y'all know me. I ain't getting the fuck up.
How
Nope,
much
we're
you
done
gonna
here.
leave my house to go get somebody else something to drink?
Mm,
You
wouldn't
knew
be
you was
me.
thirsty on your way here. You should have. I'm sure you passed the store.
Yeah, that
Or
was.
two.
You was
Okay.
thirsty before you left your house. You didn't just driving down. Boop. Oh, I'm thirsty. Like no.
Ain't got to my crib. Ain't
Yeah, that
bitch.
shit sound like a lie ass setup.
Yeah, man. You gotta
Either
be
the
safe.
cousin, either the girlfriend is just gullible, like she's one of those people that really don't pay attention to shit, and she's gullible, or it was a setup that went wrong.
Yeah, he did too much.
No, it
And
went right.
then for
The thing
you to
about
take
it
a
is that
picture,
cousin, she was hot and thotty.
for you to take a
Yeah.
picture and send it to me,
With no caption, just vibes. Girl, what?
it sounds
Because it was a
like,
setup. Like it definitely sounds like, bitch, when you get them,
or
send me the picture.
I
or
swear.
the girlfriend wasn't a part of it. The cousin was jealous, and she set old boy up, and he fell for the bait just so she could get at the cousin, at the girl.
Mm,
Either
mm,
way, sir, you should have kept your penis in your pants. And anytime a woman approaches you, especially family or supposed close friend, you supposed to tell.
mm. Oh yeah, well y'all when the other one, the girl slept with a nigga father, so
Now that's fine.
we
You
all
know
know
how
that
men
one.
are. You know how men feel about their barber.
They barber?
Is that what you said?
No, their father or daddy. His
I thought
daddy.
you said a barber.
What about his daddy?
Oh well, the last confession that we have. I found out my man was cheating on me, so I slept with his daddy twice.
Oh,
I've been dealing with this man for 3 years. We ain't perfect, but I held him down through everything: jail, job loss, and his little daughter that don't like me. All that. I let him drive my car to go to work. He ain't have a license, so one day I'm cleaning out my car, and I found a panty liner wrapped in lipstick in the glove compartment. I don't wear either. That's strike one. I confronted him. He said it belonged to his cousin who was visiting. I ain't believe him, so I pulled up on the cousin at her job. She work at Checkers. She looked me dead in my face and said, "Girl, I ain't been fucking him." Oh, she looked me dead in my face and said, "Girl, I've been fucking him." Just like that. No remorse, no fear, just crinkle fry energy.
this is the
Now,
cousin.
huh?
Did he say his cousin?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm. Um, so now I could afford her, but I'm grown. So I went home, blocked him on everything, and waited for his daddy to call me because guess what? His daddy been in my DMs for months talking about how a woman like you deserves more than my son can offer. I thought he was just talking until he sent me $500 just because I posted a selfie with a towel on. So that weekend, I went over there acting like I needed closure. We watched Power, had some Hennessy, one thing led to another, and I ended up in the man's bed with his oxygen tank hissing in the background. The
Good night.
stroke,
I'm gonna
the
call you on
stroke,
your sleep.
you gotta stay. The stroke game was surprisingly elite for a man with knee problems. Uh, the part that's going to take me to hell is I went back a second time after the sun tried to pop up at my house talking about let's talk. I let him sit outside while I was laid up with his daddy watching First 48. I don't regret it. And if Karma want me, she gonna have to square up first.
Mm.
I mean, you slept with the he slept with the I don't know.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
that is some diabolical stuff, but I don't know. I kind of,
You the fuck the daddy. That's what you saying.
I personally, well, I don't know. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie because if Daddy is coin
Daddy dropping the coin.
and he's dropping the coin, and you did me that, no, I'm joking. I couldn't do that. Not the
Mm,
daddy.
my,
No, I'm not double dipping back in the family. I'm not keeping it in the family.
I love that. Double
Not
dipping back in the
not the
family.
daddy. Mm-mm.
Well, that was all the confessions that we had, y'all. That was a good little segment right there. I guess we'll do confessions more.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But was there any other stories we had tonight? Well, that was it. We an hour and 30 minutes in. We definitely covered the fuck out of that case though. Told that bitch to go walk on water.
I do have one thing, and I just want an opinion.
Hmm.
I don't know if y'all saw the story. I sent it. I don't know if y'all saw it of the 7-year old that was hit by a car and passed away. The
Where was
parent,
this at?
it's here, but I can't remember exactly where.
Was it when the boy was walking his brother home from school?
They weren't from coming home from school. They were at a shopping center with their parents, and they were tired of being there. So the parents told them they could go home.
Mm.
The little boy, while waiting for traffic to pass, he stepped out, and the big brother tried to grab him, but he wasn't quick enough, and a car hit him.
Mm.
The parents are now being held on $250,000 bond bail.
Mm. Shouldn't get out. My opinion on that is, you, I don't give a fuck what y'all want to do. We'll go home when the fuck we go home. That's what's
In
gonna
that
happen.
instance, I mean, I get it, but I don't know because my kids used to have to walk to school. Like I had just given birth, their daddy was at work, and they would have to walk to school.
I mean, in those circumstances, but these are just kids wanting to get the fuck away. Like they want to go back home. Like I don't. Y'all at a shopping center. Like okay, if Trey is down my house and he's ready to come home, you can run up the road.
Hmm. Well, yeah, because it was a busy street, and
Yeah, no, 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 no. I don't. I mean, that's
I
just
feel like one of the parents should have at least crossed them
Where
yeah.
were they at?
at the shopping center.
The kids was ready to go home, so they told them to walk home.
Hmm.
That's just like we at 7-Eleven and
They
the
were
boys
10 and 7.
10-7. We tell the boys and y'all, well, y'all go ahead and walk home. Then we not done up here yet. Y'all gonna wait. Y'all waiting.
And then there was
Period.
a lady who stopped. She saw what happened, and laid there with that baby until the ambulance came. She said she wanted him to know he was not by himself because he was still alive.
Mm.
Um, and she just sat there with him and held him and talked to him, but he succumbed to his injuries at the hospital.
Mm.
Mm.
Shout out to that lady, man. That's crazy.
That's got to be for her. For one, and somebody made a comment, which I do feel like that poor 10-year old.
Yeah.
Like, not only did you watch your brother get hit and he was killed, but you also lost both of your parents
Yeah.
because they ain't getting out. $250,000 bail.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Each. I mean, either way, now it's kind of a child neglect situation, so they probably wouldn't get them back nowhere. So that's that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, shit. I don't agree with it. I
I mean,
mean,
I get where you coming from too. Like, you coming from the store, sit your ass right here, or you should have stayed home to begin with.
yeah, like I'm giving very much so. I don't give a damn what you want to do right now. Like I'm just like I said, if it's a short run, like a quick little up the street situation, then cool. But on a busy street, that's just like I wouldn't dare have Traylon walk down on fucking Rice's Town
I
without
mean, but
me.
that's the thing though. Like, we don't really do that at all.
That's what I'm saying.
At
But
all, literally.
right, but just the instance of like,
Cause like, think about letting them cross the street. Like, we're at the laundromat
mm-hmm,
and we go over to Family Dollar
yeah,
and they want to go back to the laundromat. We're
right.
not letting you cross that
Mm,
fucking Reisterstown Road.
hell no. So that's why I say that it's definitely negligence on the parents.
Yeah, they didn't think that the fuck through.
But
Mm-mm.
I feel like they've done it before.
Of course they have.
Yeah, and that's why
To
they was
be,
comfortable with
to
doing it.
be, I was ready to say, to be so comfortable with allowing them to go, I feel like it's something that happens.
Yeah,
Shit, they might let the kids go to the store by themselves.
They might need to go to jail, and that's why they there.
yeah. I ain't.
I think
Yeah,
I want to follow up on it and I'll update you all.
yeah. Definitely, definitely, and we will update y'all on this Diddy trial too at some point. We have what are we on? Episode 8. Oh my god, y'all, we got 2 more episodes left of this season. Fuck. But we're not going to be like we was with Great Minds Always Think Alike. This it won't be a long pause. We give it I don't know. I don't know how much of a break we're gonna give. I don't know. Well, when we reboot, it's not because like last time we gave y'all damn near months of like a season. I mean months of not speaking. And I don't want to do that this time. Give us like a 2 week break. We need 2 weeks to get ourselves together, be able to. But you're going to get 2 more episodes before it's all said and done. But when we revamp for season 2, platforms are going to be better per usual. Topics are going to get a lot more spicier, and there will be more guests next season. We hope, because we're not just letting anybody up on the show. But yeah, y'all. So y'all got 2 more episodes left with us. That last episode is gonna be a fucking banger. Trust me when I say this. Um, the last episode is gonna be a banger. And what else do we have here? Nothing else really. Um, by episode 10, we're all gonna be in the same space. So you niggas better tune in for that one. A whole kiki. All right, niggas. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't let the diddler diddle. And we'll see y'all niggas next week if y'all still alive. And as always, we'll call y'all niggas back. Bye.